means everything to me, and I just don't think that I'll ever be able to express how grateful I am and how happy I am for each and every single one of you to be here. So thank you, and I love you, love you all. And since it's been years since I've done a Q&A, minus on Patreon, I think I did one a couple months ago over there, and if you're interested, my Patreon's linked down in the description box. You get 5 ASMR videos a month that you don't see here on YouTube. Over there, 2 up-close videos, well, 2 up-close whispers, trigger videos, a random trigger video, a beauty and vlog for the month. So if you're interested, that will be down below. But that Q&A, it was just kind of like fun little questions. Okay, so let's jump into it because I want to answer as many as I can. Now, the first question is, are you going to college? Maybe in the future. That isn't in my plans or cards at the moment. So, the next question, bigger purses or smaller purses, or does it just base on the trip? So, like, my lifestyle bag is definitely a tote. I love totes. I love smaller purses, the idea of them, but they just aren't really realistic for me. I carry a lot of stuff. I need to do an updated what's in my bag, but because those are always fun to film and y'all really like them. So definitely big purses. Would you want any cosmetic surgery? No. I get this question all the time, and I get accused of having cosmetic surgery. I have never had anything done to my face or my body. Ever. I've never had lip injections. I have never had a rhinoplasty. I have never had a boob job. Like, I've never had anything done. I don't have Botox. I don't have anything done. And what I think is so doesn't upset me at all. I mean, you can think what you want, but I've never had anything done. It doesn't affect me what you think of my face or my body. But what I do think is really sad is this day and age, someone can't just naturally have big lips or naturally have big boobs, or a big butt. You're always accused of having something done, and I think that is just very, very sad. You know what I mean? I hate that for our world, that is at that point where someone can't just naturally have something without being accused of being fake. But anyway, who is my favorite YouTuber? There's not necessarily one YouTuber that comes to mind. Not one, off the top of my head. I just kind of roam around YouTube. I really love Casey Holmes. I've watched her for years. So maybe Casey, I really enjoy her. Who is my celebrity crush? Ooh. So I've always said that my top celebrity crush is Michael Trevino, who he plays Tyler on The Vampire Diaries, which most of you would be more familiar with, but no, that's not where my crush from him or for him stemmed. It was from Cowbells, the Disney Channel original. My sister and I used to fight over who was Allie and who was AJ, because then that meant that we got Michael Trevino or the other guy, and I don't remember what his name was. I didn't fancy him as much, so I don't know what his name is, but I love him. I love Trey Songz. I love Michael B. Jordan. Who else? I think Ryan Reynolds is so cute. There are multiple people that I think are just very pretty people. But yeah, I think those are my top 2 would be Michael Trevino and Trey Songz and Michael B. Jordan, probably. But I have many. And then, girl-wise, I love Sophia Bush. Sophia Bush is just she's such a powerhouse, songs at the moment. So I can actually pull up my music right now. So even though I listen to rap and country the most, I love alternative and just lots and rock, like 80s rock. I listen to a lot. I'll really listen to anything, but I love A$AP Rocky and A$AP Ferg and Chris Brown, just Drake, Lil Wayne, a lot of different people. I really am stuck in music that doesn't go past 2016. I just have a hard time getting into music in the past 4 or 5 years. I just don't think that it is as good. Schoolboy Q, love Schoolboy Q. And then, like, my girly jams, I love Britney Spears, and I love Lady Gaga, and I love some Ariana Grande and Rihanna, and a lot of Beyonce. I jam to Beyonce all the time. And country-wise, I love Brooks and Dunn, and I love Johnny Cash and George Strait, and I love Cody Johnson and Aaron Watson. Listen to really just about anything. Truly, when I say anything, I mean anything. Let's go to, I love Bon Jovi and Aerosmith, and Matchbox 20 is some of my favorite songs. I love Push and Long Day and 3 a.m. Loved that entire album, The Yourself or Someone Like You. Such a great one. Seal, and I like Billy Joel and Queen and Santana. Rob Thomas, So Smooth is one of my favorite songs ever. I'm trying to think, like, rap-wise, I think Goldie by A$AP Rocky is probably one of my all-time favorite songs. And I love Kiss Kiss by Chris Brown. Like, early 2000s, I'm so stuck in early 2000s music-wise. Like, those are just my jams. And Nicki Minaj, I like Cardi B. And then I love to listen to like Paranorm, and I love Citizen Cope, and I like just lots of different people. That's just to give you some of what I do like. I love Nora Jones, I love Michael Bublé, and I love Frank Sinatra, and I love Elvis. Love Elvis. Talk about one of my favorite celebrity crushes. So yeah, I really, like I said, so many people. Of course, Michael Jackson. Just lots of different music. But I love music. I'm listening to it constantly. I just listen to the same songs over and over. So yeah, to answer your question, favorite movie, song, and show. By the way, congrats, Maddie. Thanks so much, Lovey. My favorite movie is Step Brothers, hands down. That has been my favorite movie for, well, since the moment that I saw it. It's been my favorite movie, and that has been 7-8 years ago. I know every single line. Hashtag Boats and Hoes. I know all of Boats and Hoes. I know every line. I can reenact the movie if I wanted to. It's to the point where no one will watch the movie with me, minus me and my sister together, because we're the only ones that know it that well. So yeah, love Step Brothers. Sorry, I lost my place. And then my so far, or what are you most proud of? I think that I'm most proud of being part of this community and creating the safe space, not just for myself, but for all of you. And I hope that I just give you guys a feeling of having a place to go to when you don't feel like you have a place to go to, and that someone cares and cares about you, and that you are loved, and you feel that when you are here. And so I think when I read things like that and comments from y'all, that I really truly feel that. So yeah, I think that. How did I get into ASMR? So I've been watching ASMR for about 7 years now, 6-7 years now. I remember my sister and I, we shared a room for most of our lives, and we moved we just moved so many times, but one of the houses that we were living at, my sister and I shared a room, and we had iPod touches, and she was not going to sleep. And if you guys want to know what I was like as a kid, well, I've always been really kind of type A and just bossy, like it's just my personality. But if you guys have watched Cat in the Hat Sally, like the real, like the live action one with Alec Baldwin, Sally, that's me. Grace was not my sister, you guys. If you don't know, I have a twin, and she does ASMR as well. Her name is Grace V, so go check her out. But she was just not going to sleep one night, and she was under her covers watching something, and me being the Sally I am, I had to go investigate, and I then looked into her iPod to see what she was doing, and she was watching what now I know to be ASMR. I remember watching it and like getting tingles, and I'm like, oh, this is so relaxing. And so that's when it first got on my radar, and I didn't start consistently really watching it. So I've known about it for about 6-7 years, watched it on and off, and then it really picked back up about 4 years ago that I started kind of watching it consistently. So that's how I got into like the ASMR scene on YouTube. What made me want to do ASMR? So I, as a lot of you know, but a lot of you don't know, I have multiple health conditions that I have been sick for the past 7 years, but have had joint pain and issues since I was a young child. And autoimmune stuff started flaring, and intracranial pressure, and cranial cervical instability, and spinal fluid leaks. Like all of those things started about 7 years ago, along with autoimmune issues. And I have such a sensitive body and a condition, one of my conditions that makes me super sensitive and allergic to a lot of different things. Never been able to have anything that relieves my pain, ever, because I've been allergic to all the pain medication. I started really, in the past 4 years, started getting into ASMR that would just give me my body being able to drop into relaxation. Oh no, low battery, no one likes to see that, but low battery notification. I mean, I was, anyways, so like I said, consistently I've been watching ASMR again for about 4 years, and it was the only thing that would like make my body kind of drop into comfort for just even a moment. And that moment meant everything, because I wake up every day in pain. There are very few moments throughout the day that I'm not in pain for the past 7 years. And insomnia, just so many things that I have health-wise. I remember right before, when I first started my channel, I think I've been doing ASMR for almost 3 years now, and or 2 years I've had the channel, I'm not sure, 2-3 years. I was laying in bed crying, I was bawling, I was in so much pain. I don't have friends because of this. You can imagine getting sick at 12, 13 years old. Adults don't know how this. And anyways, I was watching Lily Whispers, so shout out to Lily. And I remember just having like this little bit of relief, and I just started crying even harder. And I thought, I wonder if she knows what she's doing for me, for at least one person. I wonder if she knows the impact she's making. And in that moment of being so grateful, and I remember I went and I messaged Lily. I don't even know what I said, but I told her that I was so grateful, and I just hoped that she knew what she was doing for at least one person. And I think it was the next day I got up and I filmed my first ASMR video, and I thought, if I can make one person feel okay for one moment, or relief or something for 1 second, it's all worth it. Just as long as I have one subscriber, family member in this community, it will all be worth it and okay. And that's why you guys never see me, whereas I'm so grateful for the number of family members that grow in this channel / family. I don't always say thank you, like we reach blah blah blah, because it's never been about numbers to me. I'm just happy to have you here, and it makes it all worth it as long as it says one. So that's my story. And thank you to all other ASMR artists that have ever helped me in my pain, made me feel not lonely, made me feel like I belong somewhere, gave me a friend. Thank you. So, what are my favorite triggers? I love lo-fi, kind of lo-fi faint whispers. I think that they're so tingly. I just love lo-fi videos. I love inaudible whispering. I love up-close whispering with hand movements and light tapping. Get ready with me's. The get ready with me's aren't necessarily like my favorite triggers, but they are my favorite videos to watch because it feels like you have a friend. And for me, who doesn't have friends in person, that is, you guys are my friends. You know what I mean? It just makes you feel like you have a friend that you're getting ready with, a girlfriend. So I enjoy those. How old am I? I will be 20 in just a couple of days. 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 My birthday is July the 29th, so I will be 20. Pet peeves, just rude people, and I mean rude as in no manners. I can't stand people that can't simply hold a door open for one another, and that's probably my southernness. I grew up in Texas until I was 16, and then came to California for a couple months, moved back home, and now I'm living in Texas, or in California again. But all my family still lives there. My dad, everyone like that. So I think it's just like you can't hold a door open. Living here in a very populated area, people are constantly like walking on your heels, and they're just like ramming their grocery carts like into the back of your legs, and I'm like, really? So just rudeness, like I can't stand it. It's not attractive. I don't like it. My question is another one. My question is, which ASMR artists inspire you and help you to fall asleep? So I'm constantly inspired by other ASMR artists, constantly, and so many. I can't even tell you guys how many people have helped me fall asleep. But in the past, I would say 4, 5, 6 months, Peace and Sorority, Sarai has been my go-to girl, and I just can't express how grateful I am for what she has helped me get through pain and sleepless nights and just so many things, along with so many other ASMR artists. But there was a time period where I went through such a tingle immunity and nothing was relaxing me but Sarai, so go check her out. My favorite food, I Tex-Mex. Love Tex-Mex. My favorite TV show, like I said, Psych, but I love Once Upon a Time, and I love One Tree Hill, and I love Veronica Mars and Law and Order SVU, and I love Monk, and I love, oh, there are just so many shows that I love. So, someone says, do you plan on staying in California for the rest of your life? I don't know. I don't have any plan to stay one place. I think just wherever kind of life takes me, wherever I feel a pull from. Whatever feels right in the moment, I suppose. What are my favorite makeup items? Bronzer, lip liner, and mascara. But I love false lashes. I love falsies. My favorite are the Ardell number 113 Wispies. So I have two questions. What are some challenges you think the next generation will face? And for what in your life do you feel most grateful for? I feel most grateful for everything. I feel grateful for everything in my life. The illness, the struggles that I've had in my life, I would never wish any of it away. I feel grateful for waking up in the morning. I feel grateful for putting food in my stomach. I feel grateful for sitting in this chair and having this connection with all of you. I feel grateful for waking up. I just feel grateful for everything. And what are some challenges I think the next generation will face? Social media is a huge thing where I think it's social media can give people like myself who don't have social interactions like this sense of community and socialization, you know what I mean? And not feeling alone. Many awesome things about it as someone who works on a social media platform. There are great things to it, but also I feel so concerned for body image of this generation, like my brother's age group, who's like 13, 14. I feel so concerned by the amount of hate that I get from young girls on my channel that are like 8, 9 years old. I feel concerned of where are their parents. I feel concerned of the access of how easy things are to find and see on social media, to hear, to be influenced by. But body image is a huge thing. Body dysmorphia, anxiety from social media, plastic surgery. Whereas I don't knock anyone who gets it. You do you. No, truly no judgment. I think if you want it, get it. But I think the biggest thing is you need to be honest about it, because there are grown-ups, there are young girls and boys who are looking at you through a picture, and they think that if they only worked out enough, they could get your butt. They think if they only, did XYZ, they would have your body. Like, no, you have fat transfers. Like, it just, I don't knock cosmetic surgeries at all, but I do feel so concerned for the people that, the young kids, even adults who think that it's achievable by going to the gym, and that, it's just so many. I feel very fearful for that. And the amount of anger that they're able to release, or whatever they're feeling, being cruel online, because they won't ever get caught. And simply that's why a lot of them do it. Of course, there are so many issues going on. If you're just being awful and a troll, like something awful in your own life's going on, whether you feel lonely, you're mad, you're sad, like it goes so much deeper than just a troll comment. So I send all my love and light to all of those people, but I feel very concerned about things like that, if that makes sense. Ever fell asleep while use my normal speaking voice. What is the best compliment you've ever received? The best compliment I've ever received is someone told me that I looked like Priscilla Presley, and I hold on to that so tightly. It's not true at all, but I do appreciate that comment. When I get Priscilla Presley, that's always a nice one. I think just being told when I help people, that's like the most selfish, like good feeling compliment that I could ever receive. So I always love that when mamas tell me that their little kids are falling asleep to me, and my videos like that just warms my heart, and it's just the best compliment that I could ever be given. One says, why do you pop your lips out so much all the time like Chloe K? Well, I don't know what you mean by poking my lips out. I'm just speaking. You have to move your lips to speak. If you weren't aware. But I think it's so funny when people tell me that it's so sad that I'm a Kardashian/Jenner wannabe just because I have black hair, and I apparently resemble Kylie Jenner, which is the most commented thing ever on my channel, which I think is just like it doesn't bother me, but what does, it makes me like sit back and sip my tea when people say it's disgusting how influenced you are, that you're like such a Kylie Jenner wannabe. I'm like, because a girl got black hair, like there's nothing that resembles Kylie Jenner, and I've never had work done to look like her. I don't, anyway, whatever, because I might have like naturally bigger lips, like whatever. But it's so funny when people say it's so sad that you're influenced. Wait, but you're the one influenced if you can't look at a girl with black hair and not think of the Kardashians/Jenners. You know what I mean? Like, you're the influenced one. That I can't have black hair without being a Kylie Jenner wannabe. Like, that's gross to me. Come on, guys. Like, I'm not influenced. You are. I don't follow them on social media. I don't keep up with them. Like, I don't keep up with the Kardashians, to say the least. Will I ever stop YouTube? I don't plan to. We never know the future, but in this moment, no. Do I have a boyfriend? Yes, I do. We've been together for almost 4 years. Almost 4 years. In a couple of months, it'll be 4 years. Where would I want to visit if I had the chance? I would love to go to Ireland. always worn it on this finger, and so when I got another ring, I've just always worn rings on this finger, especially because my joints swell with inflammation. And so, wow, my hair is so frizzy. But it's the only one that it's kind of like I've kept it a ring on so long that it's the only finger sometimes I can fit a ring on, if that makes sense. Do I work? I don't. YouTube and Patreon are my jobs. With my health conditions, there's no way I could have a normal job. A quote job, if that makes sense. What do your friends say about your film ASMR for YouTube? So when I first started, no one really said anything. No one really knew. My boyfriend's always been supportive. My sister already had a channel going, so my mom was supportive. When I was little, what did I want to be when I grew up? I always wanted to be a fashion designer. I had so many sketchbooks of just outfits and pieces that I designed. It's still true. I would love to do something in the realm of fashion and beauty, things like that. What was the best video you filmed and why? I think just like these basic rambles like Q&A, these are my favorite to film. But when I look back at one video that I feel really proud of, that puts a smile on my face, is my sleep clinic ER, which, y'all, so many of you said, do you know what ER stands for? Yes, emergency room. Anyways, I am not very good at improv. I'm creative, and I can do role plays, but it really has to feel right, and I can't just get up and do one. I'm not Queen Karuna Satori. All praise goes to her. God, she's phenomenal, and that's not me. But I was really proud of that because I really loved the idea that I had for it, and I thought it was really creative. So I feel really proud for that because I had never seen something like it done. I did a spin-off of the, just regular sleep clinics role plays that you see. So I was really proud of that one when I look back. Very basic question. What's your favorite color? I love black and white. I love just neutral colors. Would I like to visit Costa Rica one day? Of course. Am I married? No, I am not. Do I live in an apartment? Yes. Have I ever seen the movie called It? Yes. Unfortunately, I hate scary movies. I do not do them. How many siblings do I have? I have 2 siblings, a twin sister that I'm 6 minutes older than, and then a younger brother who is 14. Did you ever think when you started your channel you would be a big YouTuber? I still remember being so surprised when I had like 5 subscribers. Me and my boyfriend are like, oh my god, 5 people watch you. 5 people watch me. That's crazy. And now being at 300,000, I think almost that it's like being numb, but not numb because I'm like, oh, I keep growing. Like, yeah, that's a thing. No, it's that I can't. You can comprehend you can, at least for me, I can picture 50 people in a room, right? So that's crazy that I can visualize that amount of people, and I can visualize 100 people in a room, and I can visualize 200, and so that to me is crazy because I can like picture that amount in my head. But as the numbers start growing, I can't even imagine what 300,000 people would look like, if that makes sense. So it's crazy to me that many people watch me. Do I think I'm a big YouTuber? No, not at all. Like, don't get me wrong, that's a huge number. But in the world of YouTube, I still think like a baby YouTuber. But does that make sense? It's not that I'm numb, as in like I'm not grateful like, oh, the numbers grow. It's I can picture what maybe 1,000 people look like in a room, not 300,000 people. That's crazy to me. So I guess it just doesn't sink in too well because I can't imagine what that would look like. How do you feel with your body? I personally think you are beautiful. I love you. I love you. And I guess you are, meaning like body image wise. I love my body, and I've never been one to just go, wow, I can't stand to look at myself in the mirror. I haven't necessarily experienced that. I accept my body for what it is, and my body works really hard to let me be in this moment. My body, my systems work so hard, and they're just trying their best. So I try and give my body lots of love. And we all have different body types, and not one is wrong. And we're all beautiful. So I've just always, I've never looked at my entire body and gone, wow, I hate you. I hate you. Get out of here. But of course, I do deal with insecurities, and it is hard when you have women on social media that are, you know, look one way because of surgery, or they look one way because of Facetune. You know what I mean? Like it's such a false reality that we are starting to live in, and it can really mess with our minds. So I sometimes have to take a step back and just really reel myself in. But we all have insecurities. My dream vacation, anywhere on a beach, I would have to say. How do I explain my channel to family and friends? Do your friends/family know? So I would say people that I care to let into my safe space know, and they respect what I do. We just don't really talk about it. Like my mom and my brother and my sister and boyfriend and I, we talk about it, but like outside of that, I don't talk about it with anyone. They know that I do it, but we don't go into detail about it at all. And other people, I don't care to bring, let's say that my boyfriend has family or friends or whatever that I know aren't going to understand or judge, and I just don't care to bring those people into my safe space. So it's not that I'm ever ashamed of what I do, it's that I don't care to bring people into my safe space when I know it's not going to be respected, if that makes sense. So I just don't care what people think, and I would rather people think I don't do anything than let them in on something that's personal and special to me, if that makes sense. How do you deal with negativity/haters, and any advice on not letting it get to you? So, number one, in the beginning of YouTube, I couldn't handle it. I had breakdowns. I took everything personal. I remember my first, like, really awful hate comment. Someone told me that I looked like a greasy pufferfish. My face had, it was my makeup that I did not set, and I was on steroids, that I had steroid injections. I had a really bad incident and was so sick at the time. I was on chemo and truly completely just bedridden in a really bad flare at the time, and I had to have 4 or 5 like steroid shots at once, and so I gained weight and my face was so puffy. Oh my god, it was like, go back and look at pictures and I feel so bad for myself, but it was what it was. Like, I couldn't change it. And someone called me a greasy pufferfish because my face was swollen, and I, you know, it was just, I was so underweight at the time from my condition and not being able to get food down. It was just awful. I had such bad body image issues that I just couldn't handle it. And at one point, it was truly a day, I had an incident where, as you guys know, I walk with a cane. Sometimes I don't. Like, if I'm running in and out of a place with like my boyfriend, and I always hold on to his arm, which is like acts as my crutch. But if I'm alone, I always use my cane. I was in Starbucks one day. It was like the first day that I had kind of gone out and just been by myself out in public while feeling really bad and like my fainting spells and stuff. And I had gotten my coffee going out of Starbucks never seen her in my life. She just gives me the biggest hug. And she said sometimes for flowers to grow, there has to be rain, something, some line of the sort. There has to be hard times to get to the good times. And she just hugged me and she said, "Can I go get you a drink from Starbucks?" And she didn't know what had happened, of course. But that hug, that act of kindness will stick with me for the rest of my life. And I realized in that moment that I could go on for the rest of the day and let this one incident destroy me, which was humiliating and devastating for so many reasons, and so upsetting. Or I could take this like ray of sunshine that came to me, this like godly moment. Oh, and she said, "God has you." She said, "You are loved and it's okay. It's gonna be okay." That's all she said, those words. And I like I said, I could choose this path, which was draining and so unhealthy, or I could take this light, this one good thing that happened, and carry that on with me and choose like the light, if you will, the positivity. And from that day on, and of course I have slip-ups, but it just showed me how hard my life is gonna be if I choose this one negative incident over this one light positive incident, and how that can really shift my life, my day to day, my moment to moment, my minute to minute, hour to hour. And so from then on, I see, a couple negative, nasty comments. Yeah, some can be cruel, and the scary ones are never fun to get, of, death threats and things like that. That's not fun. But when I have thousands of people supporting me and a couple people that are nasty, what am I going to do? Choose the light or the negative? Because one's going to be really draining and one's going to be uplifting and a sense of light and peacefulness. And your girl chooses this one. And also dealing with negativity and haters. When let's say someone says something negative to me or nasty and it's about my health, no matter what negative comment, if it strikes something in me that's anger or sadness, if a comment strikes some type of feeling, I like to take a step back and go, what is it in me that I'm being triggered? Why is this comment hurting my feelings? Why is this comment upsetting me? And I like to reflect that back and to think, okay, if someone's saying something about your nose, like, oh, why is this upsetting me? Because that's my insecurity. If someone says something about my health and it triggers me, why is it triggering you? Because I have trauma from my 7 years of being sick with my chronic illnesses, right? So there's always a deeper meaning of why you're being triggered by something, and that goes for everything in everyday life, not just with online haters and trolls, you know what I mean? So anyways, that is that. How can I have beautiful hair like you? What's your secret? Y'all, I cut my hair. I've been growing my hair out for like 4 years. And, hang on. Speaking of, no one was speaking about joints. Literally no one's speaking about joints. Sorry guys, my, leg is killing me. I got to move it out, but I watched a YouTube video like 6 months ago. It popped up in my recommended and it was like, how to cut your hair at home. So naturally, you can't, like, it's basically a law that if you watch a video on how to cut your hair at home, a 3-minute video, and they recommend all these things to have professional, scissors, whatever, but you don't have professional scissors and you're too impulsive and you can't wait till morning to go get some from Sally's, so naturally you go get the kitchen shears and cut your hair, lay down a towel in your bedroom at 3 a.m. and just cut your hair after, you're basically licensed. You licensed. You have to use kitchen sears. You have to do it in very dim bedroom lighting because your boyfriend's sleeping in the bed and you can't wake him up while cutting your hair with the light that you need, right? You can't use heat seal. You have to get your hair on fire while cooking and then not go get a haircut afterwards, so you have to let it grow out uneven. These are all true stories within the past couple years. So, point being, guys, I love that you all are so sweet and say I have super healthy, beautiful, shiny hair. And it is healthy for the most part, minus like some damaged ends that need to be cut. And I'm about to go get like 2.5, 3 inches cut off to start out with. Maybe I'll get a little more ballsy and, you know, chop off a little more. Do you have any future plans for school or interest in moving to a new place? I would love to move out of the Bay. It is so expensive. It's just, it's so hard to get ahead financially or just get by in general that I would love to move out. I would like to stay in California. Doctors are here, which are important. I don't ever see myself going back to Texas. What's desirable about Texas for me is the price of living. And I would love to take some business classes. I just wanted to say I love you so much in your videos. I love you, Fiona. Thanks so much. Again, how old am I? I will be 20 in a couple days. I do have a boyfriend. Yes, someone is asking if I have another sibling besides my sister, and I do. I have a younger brother. What is my favorite drink? If we're talking Cokes, I love root beer. Although I don't drink it much, carbonation, because it upsets my stomach. Then, like at Starbucks, like my favorite summer drink right now is an iced white tea with peach juice and a splash of coconut milk, unsweetened. It is so good, and even then it's still sweet. Super yummy. I love sweet tea. Do you get your face so clear? My face is definitely not 100% clear all the time. I have pores, really bad pores that are filled. I get whiteheads really bad on my jawline, and I get folliculitis breakouts all the time, so like infections of my hair follicles that will go on my back and on my face, and I can get it on my arms and legs. So it's just really yucky. I have to go on medicine for that. But I never sleep with makeup on. Ever. Wash your face every single day if you wear makeup. And moisturize. What language do I speak? English, and I know some sign language. And at one point I was, pardon me, and at one point I was learning a little bit of Portuguese. What is my least favorite trigger? Crinkles. I hate crinkles. Hate crinkles. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm just going to do a few more because for some reason it's not going to load anymore. I don't know why. Has anyone ever recognized me in public? Yes, I have been recognized in public and then gotten DMs afterwards and saying, I saw you at, a sweet girlie messaged me. I was in Monterey at the, aquarium on a vacation, and someone DM'd me and said that they saw me, so that was really cool. And some people have seen me out shopping before, and then I've gotten DMs about that, but no one's ever like come up to me in person. Last question: how did you and your boyfriend meet? We've been together almost 4 years now. Coming up in a couple months, it'll be 4 years. We messaged me. He's like, oh yeah, he's a sweet guy. And he then